Alright, alright, hey guys. It's Wednesday, so I just want to get this stuff out of the way. So yeah, the March Madness tournament is this coming week. I think it's gonna happen for the next 2 weeks or so, where they crown a national champion. So I'm just gonna have fun with this, But so don't don't quote me for all these picks. So but yeah, let's get this started. So on the Midwest, I don't think I see any upsets or anything like that. So, well, probably one or a few. But for the Louisville versus NCAA or North Carolina, I think that's what the name is. I'm gonna go with Louisville. There's no question about it. And for Colorado State versus Missouri, I'm actually gonna go with the Missouri since any given team can win on that in that field. 8 versus 9. I rarely see a division a team that can dominate on the 8 and 9 seed. But let's see, 5 and 12, you got Oklahoma State and Oregon. I'm gonna pick an upset alert and say Oregon wins that one. Yeah, guys, don't quote me on that, please. Then you have St. Louis versus New Mexico State. I'm gonna go with St. Louis on that. Then Memphis versus St. Mary's. I'm gonna go with Memphis on that because I think Memphis will pull through. Michigan State versus Valparaiso. I'm gonna go with Michigan State on that one, no question about it. Yeah. And Creighton versus Cincinnati. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati on that one because I don't know. Guys, don't forget, I'm going with my gut feeling on this one. It's not like a professional pick or anything like that, so don't go. But you guys can go ahead and leave comments, feedback and opinions, see if your pick is going to be different than mine. And Duke and Albany, I think last year Duke suffered an upset last year. So, but this year I don't think there is going to be any upsets. So I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Duke this year. I'm going to go with Duke in that a 2 versus 15 seed because honestly I don't think they're going to suffer another upset like this again. So let's move on to round of 32, just with still staying in the Midwest division. Missouri and Louisville. I'm gonna pick Louisville to win that division. Well, not division. I'm sorry, to advance. Then Oregon and St. Louis. Probably gonna be another upset alert that I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Oregon. Then Michigan State versus Duke. 2 versus 3 seed, that's going to be a really tough pick. So I'm going to go with Duke. So that leaves to those two teams, Duke and Oregon, going to the Elite Eight. So I'm going to pick Duke to represent the Final Four. So let's move on to the next one. Let me see. The next one is the West Division. You have Gonzaga versus Southern. Yeah, I don't see how anything's... Gonzaga, sorry, kind of getting a little off track here. Yeah, Gonzaga versus Southern. Sorry, I'm gonna pick. I don't know. I don't know if it's the media or anything like that. Picking Gonzaga as the worst #1 seed, but I don't know. You guys can give your opinions about that. But I'm gonna say Gonzaga actually wins out of that. And Pittsburgh versus Wichita State. Oh, well then again, 8 versus 9. Tough pick. Usually there are no upsets on that. I'm gonna pick Pittsburgh. Wisconsin and Mississippi, 5 and 12 seed. I'm gonna pick Wisconsin for that. Then you have a Kansas State versus Boise, LaSalle. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Kansas State. And next one is Arizona, Belmont. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Arizona for this one. Let's see, New Mexico and Harvard. Sorry, I'm gonna go with New Mexico on that one. Then next is Notre Dame and Iowa State. Yeah, going with Notre Dame on that one. Then you have Ohio State versus. I was gonna say I almost pronounced Iowa on that, but I think it's Iona or something like that. Sorry. If you guys know the name, please tell me. Yeah, but I'm gonna go with number 2 Ohio State on that one. Alright, moving on to the round of 32, Gonzaga versus Pittsburgh. Wow. To honest to say, I'm gonna pick Pittsburgh. I'm gonna pick Pittsburgh. Upset alert. Yeah, I know it's gonna be sound kind of weird. Like, Gonzaga. People say Gonzaga's the worst number 1 seed, but I honestly don't think so. But I mean, because they earned that. I think they earned the number 1 seed. But I don't know. It's just going with my gut feeling, guys. Alright, next is Wisconsin and Kansas State. Kinda tough, but going with Kansas State for this one. Well, yeah, number 4 seed. Then you have Arizona versus New Mexico. Is that? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm going with I wouldn't say, probably might not count as an upset alert. Like, 3 versus 6 seeds, it can go either way, but I'm going with the Arizona for this one. Yeah, I know, crazy. It sounds crazy. We have Notre Dame versus Ohio State. Going with Ohio State with that one. Then the 2 seed versus the 2 seed versus the 6 seed Arizona. Yeah, I'm going with Arizona for that one. I know, I know all these, like, these picks sound ridiculous and, and really inaccurate. But, keep in mind, this is just my picks only. This is not, like, representing anybody. So, Kansas State versus Arizona. I'm going to pick Arizona to come out of the Final Four in the West Division. Yeah. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Let's go on to the South Division. Okay, so there's Kansas. Okay, so there's Kansas versus West Kentucky. No doubt about it, I'm going with Kansas with that one. Then you have, sorry. Then you have North Carolina versus Villanova. I don't know what's wrong with UNC this year. They seems like really struggling this year. I don't know, but yeah, I'm going with Villanova for that one. So yeah, the number 9 seed. Then you have VCU versus Akron. 5 and 12 seed. Sometimes it's really hard to pick, but I'm going with VCU for that. Then you have Michigan versus South Dakota State, I believe. I'm going with Michigan to win that one. Then there's UCLA versus Minnesota. Sorry. UCLA versus Minnesota. I'm going to pick Minnesota for that one. Then the number 3 seed versus the 14 Northwestern States. I'm going to pick Florida to win that one. San Diego State versus Oklahoma. Man, 7 and 10 seed. Whew, that's going to be a hard pick. But yeah, I'm going to stick with this one and go with the San Diego State. Georgetown versus Florida Gulf Coast is, I think that's the name of the team. I'm going to go with Georgetown for that one. Alright, still staying in the South Division. Round of 32. Kansas versus Villanova. I don't know why I said Nova. Sorry. I'm gonna pick Kansas to win that one. Then next is VCU versus Michigan. Yeah, I'm going to pick VCU. I mean, not VCU. Michigan to go on to the regional semis. Then there's UCLA and Florida. Can I say probably say an upset alert? UCLA is gonna win this one. By the way, guys, remember, don't quote it as anything I say. So this is just my own prediction. So not gonna be accurate at all. Accurate. Then there's Florida. I mean, not Florida. San Diego State versus Georgetown. I'm going with Georgetown to win that one. and still staying in the semis. Well, not the semis, the Elite Eight. I'm sorry. I'm between UCLA, Georgetown. I'm picking UCLA to go, and Kansas State versus Michigan. I'm going with Kansas. Then you have the number 1 seed, Kansas versus the number 6. I'm going to pick an upset alert, so going with UCLA on that one. Yeah, I know it's going to sound crazy and all. Yeah, UCLA will represent the South in the Final Four. Alright, going to the East now. Alright, so next is Indiana versus... Oh man, I can't really tell who's in or whatever. But regardless, I'm still gonna pick Indiana to beat the 16 seed. Then there's North Carolina State versus Temple. I'm going with North Carolina State. Then UNLV versus California. I'm going with UNLV on that one. Syracuse versus Montana. Going with Syracuse. Butler versus Bucknell. Butler, sorry. Marquette versus Davidson. I'm going with Davidson. Not Davidson, I'm sorry. Marquette. Then there's Illinois versus Colorado. I'm going with Illinois to win that one. Miami, Florida versus Pacific. I'm going with Miami. Okay, next is Indiana versus North Carolina State. I'm going with Indiana. And UNLV versus Syracuse. Ooh, that's a tough pick. I'm going with Syracuse. Next is Butler versus Marquette. I'm going with Marquette on that one. Illinois versus Miami. I'm going with Miami. Now the next one's Indiana versus Syracuse. I think it's going to be upset, probably. I'm going with Syracuse with that one. And Marquette versus Miami. Then Miami versus Syracuse. I'm going to say... Yeah, Syracuse represents that division. So, alright, now we got the Final Four. Duke versus Arizona, UCLA versus Syracuse. I'm going to say Duke wins that one to be in the national tournament, and UCLA over Syracuse. So for the national finals, or the national championship, I'm going to say UCLA barely beats Duke 60-54, and you have UCLA as your champion. Why do I say UCLA? I don't know, because I just feel like, you know, this team has been underperforming, like, you know, these past few years. I really think that, you know, they're always due for that run for a title, but it seems like they just don't have that. I just feel like, you know, 2013 is their year. So alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. So yeah, remember, don't quote anything, like, you know, don't quote me or anything like that, because my predictions are not going to be accurate or anything like that. This is just for fun, and no way am I an expert for this. So I'm just gonna pick this is just a gut feeling for each pick. So yeah, I'm gonna stay with that gut feeling. So yeah, if you guys enjoy college football and the March Madness Tournament, feel free to like, you know, leave your picks down below under the comment. And yeah, I guess, or, you know, just provide feedback, or, you know, something. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Yeah, and I'll see you all later.